Hi, English 101 students. Welcome to the new semester. This lecture is designed to get you acquainted with college writing, which is different from high school writing. And let me explain what I mean. So, as most of you know, college writing can be difficult. Perhaps you know this from your days in high school English, or perhaps you know this from the times when you say, I wish I could write what I mean. Trust me, I understand your frustrations. However, there are also moments when you are able to say what you mean, and those moments are very memorable. So, the kind of writing you did in high school will prepare you for the basics of college composition, but there are some differences you should be aware of. Number one, college writing requires careful planning. Careful planning includes budgeting enough time to complete your drafts and revising any mistakes. Even the best writers require time to revise their essays, articles, and books. Okay? Revision is an important process in the writing process. It is crucial that you budget enough time to revise your essays before you turn them in. I can't tell you how many times I see simple mistakes that could have been fixed if the student had just reread their essay before turning it in. Remember, life happens. Things happen in your life that you can't control. If you budget enough time, those things can be managed. And this allows you to tackle the non cognitive issues that you might face. Your car might break down. You might have an emergency for your family. You might get sick. If you wait to the last minute and one of those things happens, you're very unlikely to turn in your essay on time. And if you do, it won't be as polished as what I'm looking for. Another component is organization. Organization means that your essay will follow a clear path, with each topic under consideration having its own space within your essay. One way to do this is to provide a roadmap in your introduction. A roadmap allows you to break the topic down into specific points. By saying first, second, third, fourth, you can analyze the topic in more detail. Outlining is a part of the drafting process. Outlining before you write your essay is perhaps the best way to make sure your essay is organized. A well written essay moves from topic to topic in a way that makes sense to the reader. So, in a way, each topic deserves its own paragraph. Next is coherence. Coherence means that your essay flows from topic to topic. Coherence is the result of a well organized essay. Transitional sentences will preview the next paragraph, and topic sentences preview the topic under consideration. So make sure your transitional sentences anticipate what's going to happen in the next paragraph. Sophisticated style is another component. Sophisticated style means you consider opposing points of view whenever you're discussing a topic. You also want to find your own voice and master it. Don't try to impress your instructor by using the thesaurus and trying to find college worthy words. Find your own voice. Work on making that voice as strong as possible. Secondly, college writing depends on specificity. By specificity, I simply mean that the more specific your essay is, the better and the longer your paper will be. Okay, so for example, you want to avoid national or global problems. Those type of problems are impossible to solve in a college length essay. People spend their entire lives focusing on national problems. You're not going to do it in one semester in college composition. So for example, water pollution. We know water pollution is a global issue. Okay? So you could write your essay about ways to address water pollution on a national level, such as using water filtration systems or organizing massive cleanup efforts. However, this type of argument is far too general. Every waterway in the country has its own unique issues. Some may require different techniques for cleanup. In your essay, you need to then address each of those techniques in order to be persuasive. In a 5-page paper, that could not be achievable. Okay? Instead, you could focus on your essay on the Genesee River, specifically the area around the Kodak plant. This would allow you to conduct specific background research on the history of water pollution in this area, which will lead to a more specific and persuasive argument. So, analysis, by breaking things down, helps keep your topic more manageable. The bigger your topic is, the harder it is to break that big topic down into smaller parts. Keep your essay specific by looking, for example, at the Genesee River, and you can break it down into specific elements and analyze those elements throughout your essay. College writing also demands analytical and critical thinking. So analysis simply means looking at individual parts to understand the whole. Okay? Many of you have probably heard your teachers talk about analysis. So that's where you simply look at the parts in order to understand the whole. So an example would be an auto mechanic. Okay? An auto mechanic needs to know how each part of the engine works before knowing how the entire engine works. The same holds true in college writing. How does a thesis set up the rest of the argument? Is the essay inductively organized or deductively organized? How does the author use certain appeals, such as fact, value, or policy? How and where should the writer incorporate outside opinions to support the argument? Critical thinking, on the other hand, is simply the process of asking questions and of not taking something at face value. For example, say you see a news report that is basically someone's opinion about an event: the death penalty, gay marriage, Confederate flag. Someone who does not think critically will take that person's word as truth. A critical thinker, on the other hand, will question the validity of that person's opinion. Where did that person get his or her facts? Are there any statistics to back up their claims? How did he or she arrive at the conclusions that they did? So as we move throughout the semester, you'll get more comfortable with these terms. Thanks so much.